Okay, we're going to go to the Chris Cuomo Tucker Carlson interview. This is exactly a month old now, I think. I think it was March 11th.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So we're looking at something really old here. Now, here's a really real, really real clip from the episode.
Yeah, because not everyone may have caught this because, like, you know, the woke media wanted to censor this because it's, first of all, it's so brave. Can we, hang on for a second. Can we just like... Because they don't agree and they talked to each other.
Yeah, you know, it's a weird thing because, okay, so you guys know Tucker Carlson, right? And you probably do because he's this crazy right-wing lunatic. And then you got Chris Cuomo who's on the other side. And these guys are on the opposite sides. But here they are talking. And now, if I've learned anything in my time on this earth over the last few years, it's been that these two people can't talk. And that when they do talk, it's a very brave action.
Yeah.
And they deserve applauding for it.
Exactly. And so we've got just... 47 seconds candid discussion that you clipped. So here we go.
I'm a man.
You got an A in that class, you bastard. Did it feel good when you would come back?
It's a little dirty. Felt a little dirty.
Dirty good or dirty
You know,
dirty?
I'm not really a dirty good guy. You know what I mean?
Also, why are his producers laughing?
Yeah. He's not Adam Friedland.
Nasty too, sorry. So I don't go into things. You gotta be rough. Actually, you're a bitch. Rough.
By the
I'm
way.
a dick. I'm sorry. Because it was easy. I try never to be passive aggressive. I really pride myself on just aggressive.
Yeah, I'll
Not
give you that.
passive aggressive. You know, okay, there's no excuse for passive aggression. Putin.
Well, of course.
So,
What is quote? You got an A in that class, you bastard, you rat bastard, whatever he said. So crazy that Chris, first of all, in the blink of an eye, they switch seats and Chris goes black. So,
yeah, so that's Candace Owens on the left. No, one of the crazier parts is that Tucker says that he isn't passive aggressive and that he prides himself on being aggressive. And that doesn't make any sense to me because wasn't his Fox show, he just was passive aggressive to everybody that was on? Like he'd have a stupid person on, then he would act stupid. He would not be direct with them. Like, isn't that what he's known for?
yeah, that's his whole shtick, as they would call it. I mean, he literally did that with the Putin stuff, where he was like, "Well, why is it so clean in Moscow? Why is it that the shopping cart is just 1 quarter to use, and you get your quarter back? Why is that? We're not making any claims. We're not being aggressive. We're just passively asking questions, you know." And
He wouldn't actually say that, though.
right, no,
Okay.
I was doing like a parody of Tucker
Okay,
Carlson.
so he did it during the Putin interview also. Also, the way he says Putin, and I probably say it weird too, Putin.
Putin on the Ritz.
Putin.
If you go to Canada, you can get some Putin.
Yeah. So when he interviewed Putin, he when they was trying to get him to free that guy, the prisoner of war or whatever, the reporter or whoever.
Navajo, Narandi, whatever his name. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Well, he didn't do anything. It's like, just ask him. Why don't you have some balls and tell him I'm taking him with me. Why don't you say that to Putin's face?
Yeah.
That'd be aggressive.
Well, then he was all like, I'm not afraid to die. But then it's like, why weren't you afraid to take someone home?
I hate when people say that.
That they're not afraid to die?
Yeah. It's like, why? Okay, all you have is this life. What do you just... Oh, because you've already had kids and done all the fun stuff, you can't enjoy the last 25 years, 30 years of your life? All right, we're getting back on course. Sorry.
Yeah. Cuomo, on the other hand, though, he kept pressing Tucker, about the COVID thing. He was like, why were you so mean to me during COVID? And Tucker was kind of like dodging the questions. And a lie that I caught Tucker in, he was saying, Cuomo was like, you know what I've noticed? I go through your house and I don't see any screens and I don't see you on your phone. He's like, oh, totally. No, I'm an outdoorsman. I don't ever go on my phone ever. I don't use email, blah, blah, blah. And when Cuomo's asking Tucker, hey, why were you being so mean to me on your show? He was like, I don't know why I didn't like you. I think people were sending me like some reels on Instagram of you. And so I thought you sucked. So how is that possible?
Well, and if you think about Tucker's show, a lot of time, the gimmick of the day, right? Like that day was Chris Cuomo's in his basement doing whatever. It's often like, what is the internet trend going around? It's not something Tucker's discovered on his own.
Yeah.
So, he can't even pretend that he's offline.
Right.
Or that he doesn't at least see some things online.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that. And then, they're proud of themselves for talking. And then Chris Cuomo, though, does alpha him a few times because he's like, I'd snap you like a twig, bitch.
But then he was like, there are so many women who could kick my ass.
Yeah, that made no sense.
So Tucker's like a woman, I guess. He's weaker than a woman. And but overall, I guess it was good. I mean, we like both of them, you know. So
No, Chris Cuomo's come around a lot.
He has.
So he got a bad rap.
no, he definitely did. But do we want to watch the Kill Tony thing again, or fucking amazeballs?
Come on, you guys want some Tony, don't ya?
Yeah. Tucker was on Kill Tony. He was on Kill Tony, and here's a clip of Joe Rogan talking about how this came to be. And it's kind of, really shitty to do this to somebody, as you pointed out. So I'm sorry I just stole it.
No, it's okay. I'll get it in.
Here we go. Here's the clip of Joe just so impressed by this stupid
By the way,
show.
if you don't have eyes, the screen that you're looking at right now, it's the N word is being bleeped and Tucker Carlson's laughing. So show that to your liberal grandma.
Yeah.
I brought Tucker Carlson to Kill Tony last night. Tucker Carlson had no idea. This is how I set it up. I'm hanging out with Tucker. We're talking about the club. He's like, I think it's amazing what you've done here. I go, you want to come to the club? Kill Tony's on tonight.
Does he have any idea what you're talking about?
No idea. He goes, how much can comedians make?
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
So I say, Kill Tony sold out Madison Square Garden 2 nights in a row.
Twice.
In an hour. He goes, what? I go, really? I go, I'm going to take you to Kill Tony right now. So in the middle of the show's already going on. I text him.
Everybody,
I'm coming over with
Tucker,
Carlson. He goes,
fucker,
jump on
Carlson.
stage. I go,
The
"Fuck yeah."
greatest
Tucker doesn't
of
know
all
this. So I'm in the
time.
backstage, right behind the curtain. I go, this is the crowd. I go, you hear him out there? He goes, this is amazing. I go, we're going to go on stage right now. He's like, what? And so Tony goes, my 2 favorite people just dropped by, Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson. We go to the curtain.
Holy shit.
Everybody goes nuts. It was hilarious.
Was that Mark?
Hilarious.
My
Yeah,
grandma
it was
hates you.
hilarious.
What's up, fuck nigga? You good?
Let's go. Cam Patterson and Tucker Carlson high-fiving. This is
Yeah, it's crazy. My grandma hates you, nigga.
This summer.
Yeah.
Like a little Jim.
Yeah.
Happy little Jim.
We love Jim.
She doesn't
Oh
mean
my
it.
god, yeah, the fucking okay,
She
we played
doesn't.
this. Sorry, Joe's scream. He goes manic right there, like a full ape mode. Here we go. Loading up.
She doesn't
Full
mean
Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fuck she does. Yeah, she does.
That's somebody who's not afraid of death. He can't
Yeah.
even let somebody say my grandma hates you.
Yeah.
She doesn't mean it.
She does, yeah, she doesn't mean it.
Yeah, but if she got to know me, she wouldn't hate me. I'm not scared of death.
Let me go have a debate with her. So I had the Andy Millen. Let's go to the Buc-ee's guy, actually. Let's make it a little different for us.
Okay,
a
but
little
I did
more.
want to mention something about her.
Oh, okay, so we'll go to her then. Let's go. So this person comes up on stage, and by the way, I mean, I know this has been said before, but the circus freaks that appear on Kill Tony, it never ceases to astound me. One of the people was like a Buc-ee's mascot, and one of them is a musician who writes the worst song of all time, and they give him a guitar to play the worst song of all time. And one of the guys has like, I'll go to this. Okay, 103.23. I'll kind of keep a mental note there. This first guy who gets up on stage, his set is awful, but he's like lol XD random. So Tony loves him. I'll show you just a little bit.
Do you have to let it linger? All right, cool. Irish stuff, get lost, eat piss, your dick. All right.
Oh, Jim loves that.
Yeah.
Eat piss? I'm in.
Technically, you drink it, but other than that, that was a really good set. 5 bags of popcorn. Okay, so that little snippet was all you needed to know. He just mumbled like phrases like an autistic idiot, and
Yeah, one of the like you were saying, it's a collection of people. You know, they come from all these backgrounds. They all have their own silly little thing about them, but they are all driven by one goal, and that is that Joe Rogan might see their 1 minute stand up on Kill Tony, and they might get famous. So that neuroticism or whatever their hopes and dreams, it's there, and you can feel it in the back of their head.
It's that Tyler Joseph, whose line is it anyway? Like level of fame. And this guy, if you didn't notice, he doesn't have fingers on one of his hands. And I don't know if I can skip to the part, but at one point he like grabs his note card so fluently with his nubs. And there we go. That was it.
And there was a makeup accident for a film,
And I was actually playing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He tries to make it look cool. They think that like Joe Rogan, whenever he appears, he's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, awesome set, man! You want $50,000?" You know, but it doesn't happen. You know, it's the same thing with Eric Berry. He thought that was his big break.
I know they have people that have been on there for like 5 years straight, and they'll ask them like, "How long you been doing this again?" "I'm Tony, and how long have you been doing comedy?" 5 years.
Yeah.
And I actually all of my sets have been on Kill Tony. I've only done 20 sets over 5 years, and it was all on your show. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Incredible. That was a killer minute, which, you know, we've said, you know what? This is something we said yesterday, but it's going to be more impactful today when I say this. Tony is so impressed by the fact that these people come up with a minute of stand-up a week. At this point, we're at like 2.5 hours. How
We
many
could put out a
minutes is that?
special. We could put out 2 specials.
Yeah, we could. Seriously, back to back. Back to back. Soup to nuts. I'm a midget. No, fucking Mark Normand. And we'll get to this Andy Milonakis. It was 103.23. This circus freak looks like Andy Milonakis. How about this? Hey, would you date this girl? Would you bang this girl? She 1A looks like Andy Milonakis, but she B.
Ooh, okay, this is rough, and this is when you feel bad for Tucker. Oh, and there's something else I want to say really quick before we get going on this. Yeah, leave it on her stupid fucking body. Look at Joe. Look at her. Wow.
Awesome, man.
So I was going to say this, you know, Joe, he's basically bragging that he exploited Tucker and just dragged him on stage for, over an hour.
Yeah.
And you might remember the Lion King fiasco when Joe Rogan was on Kill Tony.
Right.
And somebody just referenced a scene from the Lion King. He didn't know what it was. He goes, "I'm not going to watch some stupid movie about lions."
He's like, well, their dicks are flying around. I didn't want to see it because I'm not gay.
What, they got lion dicks? That was the best thing he could come up with.
That's like a Neil Hamburger. Why have I not seen The Lion King? Because I don't want to see the lion's dicks. Because I'm not a pedophile.
Okay. So, you know, it's just crazy. It's not cool for Joe to, you know, exploit his friends after he got mad when somebody just threw a Lion King reference and he didn't know what was going on. He was on his heels, on his toes, whichever the expression is.
Yeah, and to me, it's like the same thing whenever we were watching Joe Pera last week, and I said, like, if I met up with someone from high school and they made me watch this, like, I would feel like I was. And this is kind of a version of that where he's like, "Oh, dude, you got to kill Tony. Kill Tony's so cool." And brings him out on stage. And yeah, he can't leave. He's forced to just sit here and endure this pain of the cringiest, most gross out comedy that's like not even funny.
Yeah. Well, this is about to gross us out.
Yeah, here we go. Anyway, would you bang this girl? Sorry, I was going to say this is her trading card. The plus is, you tell me what the plus and minus is.
Oh, okay.
Stat 1 is she looks like Andy Milonakis, but she laughs like Stavros Halkias.
Well, on paper it should work, but then you really take a good look at her and then you just see it's, you know, I mean, you can see Tucker's already smelling something.
Oh, yeah. He's like, "Kiss me, I'm Irish."
But,
shirt.
you know, he probably sort of has a woody smell to him, like an outdoorsy kind of thing. And she definitely smells like a muskrat or something.
So he's like, maybe she hunts. She smells like shit like I do.
Yeah, she just stinks like her ferret.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of women trying to figure out how they start masturbating for the first time. See, with men and women, it's a lot different. Dudes usually start masturbating for the first time with other dudes.
Watch Tucker's face.
Like, "Hey, bro, just found this mag. You want to go
Watch
check it
the
out?"
guy with the
Little girl, Timmy,
Chinese
jerking off with his
hat.
best friend for the first time, staring him in the eyes. With women, they start with the corner of the washer, maybe humping a pillow. Not me. I went straight to the electric toothbrush.
What?
When you start masturbating with the electric toothbrush,
Drummer.
you never step away. Now my clit is calloused. I need a fucking bear trap on my ankle.
Everybody really
and a
taking her
noose around my neck
performance.
To bust a nut anymore. I need to pay the Chinese chiropractor in the mall $100 to just start punching my clit. Just fucking going at it. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Audrey Michelle, welcome to the show. This is your first time here.
Tony's.
Welcome. It's a fun set.
I have so many questions.
And Joe is like so unfunny. So him just saying that, they're like, he played the drums like he said something funny.
Dude, and this is just classic Joe fact-checky because this is what he does. He's always fact-checking people. So instead of just like, was the material good? Is it written like a stand-up set? Which is what the show should be.
Yeah.
And Tony never does that. I mean, look at that cock-sucking face.
I know. Jim or Joe?
Both. And even Tucker.
Yeah.
And, well, definitely Jim
Yeah.
and Tony. and the black guy, and Questlove.
Dude, I mean, this is like the worst. I know that Red Bar's talked about this, but the stacking is so bad. It's like, what the hell? What type of movie is this? It's like the two brothers and their runaway slave. But then over here, it's like the white and the Chinese man. Like, yeah, the stacking on that's so bad. But sorry, what were we gonna say?
No, you can go on.
Okay. Yeah, Joe's question.
Let's
I've
start
got
with
a
how
correction.
most men start out
That's
masturbating.
bullshit. by
And
the
where are
way.
you getting this
That's total
information?
bullshit.
They're mad because I'm telling all their fucking secrets.
I'll have it be known, I also started masturbating with an electric toothbrush.
Yes.
So I'm not one of these normal guys.
I wanted to say, I said this yesterday, but I remember hearing a lot of stories of friends like masturbating together. I was never included, nor did I want to be included, but she was definitely onto something there.
And I masturbated recently with a boy named Timmy.
Yeah. Yo, husband.
Did your electric toothbrush also have a My Little Pony character on it?
Jeez.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh,
Dude, the way that line was delivered by her, have you ever talked to somebody who does that? Like, did you ever see, did it also do the thing where you were late because the gas was low on the tank? And you're like, dude, fucking shut up.
Joe, by the way, hates her so much, and this is the kind of stuff he does still talk about on his podcast, where he talks about how people want to be cats and stuff. And I would
Yeah.
just put her in this group. And actually, I think she brings up her cat at some point, probably.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, she already talked about her pussy.
Mhm.
You're on it?
Oh, that's scary.
Horrible B.
That's scary.
Yeah. Brian,
So welcome. How
being
long
funny.
you doing stand-up, Audrey?
Seriously, about 2 months. Not so seriously, maybe about 5 months in total.
Wow,
brand new.
incredible. Probably the best bucket pull so far of the night. Came out with a lot
The
of,
best
seems
bucket
like you have
pull.
stage presence.
Yeah, the
what have you
best.
done before?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
He
you-
that
just
was-
thinks he's fucking Willy Wonka or something. Look
Yeah.
at Charlie Bucket Pole, the number one person to visit our factory, the mothership.
You get to ride up the glass elevator because you have incredible on-stage presence, the way you quickly rushed through your rehearsed material.
Yeah, I don't know if we caught that, but he does say that she has incredible stage presence.
Yeah.
And she's just like nervously talking up there.
No, yeah, I know. Tony like never knows what he's saying.
And his feedback's always off. And actually, like the few times they have funny people on, that's when Tony really is mad.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that could just be because he doesn't want to be like not the star of the show.
Yeah, yeah.
So they keep the shitty people around so Tony can lightly roast them, but it doesn't totally suck.
Yeah, no, I agree. And so he can, whenever those like mid people, he can be like, so what was that? Why did you do that? What was the point of that?
Get that fucking shirt.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Can
incredible.
I give him a shout out?
Yeah.
It's Tech Daddy Tolu on Instagram. He makes these shirts. He's been making them for a while now.
It's literally the shittiest shirt ever.
Stupidest.
Tech Daddy Alpha, my bad. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I got it on Vista Print Shop.
Now that you said Alpha, Rogan's a fan.
I just want to say I promised somebody else. Can I do one more
Do one more what?
shout out?
No, come on. What is
It's
this?
Michael
You're
White.
What is that?
He wanted me to talk about the date we went on in Eureka.
You went on a date with the rapper Michael White who makes spaghetti?
I ordered the cheapest thing off the
Wait
menu
for it,
so I
Red
didn't have
Band.
to put out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Spaghetti. We're going to do that joke
Cheapest
again.
thing on the menu.
It's a $10 bowl of truffle fries.
Wow.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. The level of cuisine that
Yeah, that overshare. They wanted me to talk about the date I went, and they all stand the same way when they share their stupid ass oversharing trivia to it. Their fucking whole their whole torso is somehow out, but their arms are back, and they're like, then when I went there, it was like a date. I hate these people.
Yeah.
Now, Brian Redband is actually really funny. It's like he's so overlooked. The bill of his own hat casts his own shadow, you know?
Yeah.
And it's sad, but he's the best. Oh, and he knows something.
It was like the first body massager. It's the big like blue and white one with the huge white
Yeah,
ball
Red
on
Band
the top.
knows.
So wide.
And you plug it into the wall. And there's been videos of it exploding in women's vaginas.
So
It's
I
great.
choose the one that plugs
Wait.
into the wall because
Hold on,
it's
Red
stronger.
Man. What?
Tucker is like held
Their
hostage,
laugh, too.
He's like held hostage.
Yeah.
He's so you can feel how uncomfortable he is just being here, but he doesn't know what else to do. He does a good job, dealing with that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I guess I do
Her
kind of
laugh, though, were you going to get that?
Yeah, that was the Stav laugh there.
How come?
Wall, and there's videos of it like sparking and yeah, it's cool.
Why? How come you've never sent me those videos?
You want a dildo, Joe?
Send me so many videos.
Shout out episode 1 of the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
When Red Band brought a dildo.
Is that really what happened on episode
Something
1?
like that.
Like a pocket pussy, maybe?
Oh, right.
Hopefully. Dude, Joe, you got to shove this up your ass.
You know, I was thinking Joe should kind of like this comedy because she is a physical comedian. So if she's jackhammering her pussy, you know, pantomiming that. Well, Joe humps stools.
Yeah.
So in many ways, they should maybe go out back and bump parts.
Yeah, yeah. He's probably got a calloused penis from all that stool humping. Her clit's calloused. They could make, I don't know, a Jocko Willink looking kid. He's like a walking callus. Oh, yeah. She's not 21. She's 20.
You're never going to guess how old I am. I was like 35. 20. Yeah. I'm not supposed to be in these bars.
Where's, I want to see where William, oh, there's William Montgomery.
How about that, John? How about that?
That's you pranking John. How about that, John?
Here we go.
Backstage, Tucker actually asked me if I could tell some jokes in Russian. But seriously, Tucker, my family has always worshipped you. It's awesome that you came down from heaven to do Kill Tony. Winona Judd is here. Winona Judd once performed during the Super Bowl halftime show. Meanwhile, Red Band was a ring girl for BattleBots. Fucking pussy! Biden recently had his State of the Union address and said better things about Ukraine than the United States, which actually makes sense because the United States doesn't have a video of Hunter Biden fucking a dog.
Yeah, Tucker, I love that.
Yeah. This makes me think... Okay, this makes me think that this Tucker thing maybe wasn't as planned, because why does William... I mean, as Tony has mentioned, it's so hard to come up with 1 minute of material a week. So how does he already have this ready to... I guess he's also last, so... Maybe.
Well, and does he normally show up? I mean, I've seen this guy before.
Yeah, he is a regular.
So, I mean, it's not that crazy.
I guess not, yeah. And like I said, he's going last, so it's like he could have changed his whole set and...
When he's phased, Tony always looks like he's like being penetrated. I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
He looks like Steve-O. They're like certain... I'll show you some like press photos of Steve-O where he looks like, this. I mean, that's Tony. Same exact fucking, I mean, they're twins.
Yeah. And a little bit of the llama from Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in a time machine and meet the first alcoholic. At what point were they like, somebody take the keys to his horse? Last week, a Boeing whistleblower was found dead in his car prior to testify. Wait, did he work for Boeing or Hillary Clinton Airlines?
Oh, man.
Damn.
Okay, that's my time. Thank you.
The rambling pandering. And that's his thing. He likes to scream.
Well, if I start to go that bald, I'm going to go crazy, too. Like, there's only so many routes you can go, you know.
He's not only bald, he's redheaded too. That's way worse.
But, you know who else was that way? Santa Claus. Redhead.
That's right, he was. And he showed patience.
How does it feel to be here in front of Tucker, Joe, and Jim?
It really is a treat. Tucker, I genuinely have to ask you, did that one guy suck Obama's dick? Did that actually happen? Holy shit!
Who was that? They went, holy shit.
That was him.
Oh my God.
You remember that interview when he interviewed the guy who said he had sex with Obama?
Yeah.
Did he really? Oh, let's see what Tucker says.
Answer, and let me say I don't judge, but oh yeah.
Oh, hell no, Tucker. You ain't did that.
That's why my grandma hates your ass.
I've been wondering that, honestly. That's been something that
Joe didn't even see the interview, so he's extra surprised. He has no idea what they're talking about.
He did.
He thinks that's the Chris Cuomo interview. He thinks Chris Cuomo sucked Obama's dick. Dude, you gotta look this up. It's fucking crazy. But Chris Cuomo, you know, Joe like mispronounces stuff like Tim on Cinema. Chris Cuomo, I believe, sucked Obama's dick. Jamie, can you pull that up? Liberal Jamie can't find it.
Go Cool. Yeah.
Not kidding at all.
Look at Joe. Oh.
Unbelievable. The question everyone wanted to ask.
I don't judge. I don't kiss and tell. That's what he says. I don't kiss and tell.
Yeah.
He's talking about asking if he fucked Obama.
You should have brought him with you. It could have all got blown.
All right. God damn it, Jim. Joe.
I honestly didn't hear you.
Oh, no, I was just talking about the guy.
So William.
Was he was just trying to get Jim to say that joke that bombed again?
Oh, man.
Dude, that's awesome. That's funny.
Joe is so disgusted. Wait, what did Tucker do?
Let me see.
Didn't hear you.
No, go back.
This part?
Wait, do what?
Get him to sing the thing.
We'll all get blown.
Yeah, I want to see what Tucker's.
You should have brought him with you. It could have all got blown.
Wait, do what?
Okay, Joe, the
I
best.
honestly didn't hear you.
Oh, no.
I love that.
So William.
I know, and I get that. You know, I'm a soft-spoken guy like Jim. I can kind of relate, you know?
William, what else?
Well, I think he didn't say it soft-spoken. I think William was just trying to get him to say the
You
joke
think
that
so?
bombed. Yeah, just trying to get him to say it again, just because he's a little fucker.
Yeah.
But okay, we'll keep going on it.
Oh, man. It has been a lot of the all-brand buds. I got into a new video game called Contra, which has been a bunch of fun. It's been taking up a lot of my time, but I have been literally catching people, Tony. Tucker, I like to look out of my windows of the apartment where I live, and I find people doing wrong stuff out there. And Tony, literally, before I got here tonight, there's a homeless guy jumping the fucking fence into the property of the apartments. And Tony, I'm not necessarily proud of this, but I went down there with I recently got some big steel pans, and I swear to God, I went up to this fucking dude, Tony, and I hit him so hard in the fucking head. And he was literally just laying there, and then I got to get here, so I don't really know what happened.
Wow.
Yeah, Tucker, I have this really weird problem in Spokane. I got two of these homeless people there. There's too many of them, and I've been...
How many homeless have you killed?
Great question.
Well, I have been...
Great question.
At least I would say around 17 different... Theoretically. Oh, that was a good one, Red Band. What was that? What was that funny noise? I'm talking about murdering people, you dumbass. What was that? No, literally, Red Band, what was that? What does that stupid thing say that you're
It was
hitting?
called Com Bonk. Yeah, Com Kapow.
But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. And then I'm going to Tacoma this weekend, Tony. We'll see how it goes. They're adding a third show on Saturday. Thank you, Tony.
I like how he's just alternating between one story, but it's Tony then Tucker. Like he just changes.
Yeah.
No, this guy is he's funny. I like him. He whenever we watched like when Whitney and Bert were on, at one point Bert was like laughing and he was just like, "It's not that fucking funny, man." And that's when Tony went from his fake Steve-O laugh to like a concerned like, "Whoa, hang on. I think he's going a little too crazy." But yeah, I mean, do we want to keep watching this or
I think we get the gist. I think that's...
Yeah, William Montgomery's funny on Kill Tony. I get why they always close with him because he's a good funny man, I guess.